Hello my dear friend, this is Phil again and welcome back to my channel. So in this episode I'm going to show you my Junkie heavy build. So as a lot of players rated, the Junkie is just the second best build after the bloodied. A lot of Junkie players, especially full health players, are running around, and Junkie heavy is one of the best Junkie build. As I explained in one of the previous videos, to be a Junkie build you have to be addicted to 5 different cams or drinks. If you want to find out what addiction is the best to be a Junkie build, and how do you find all of these cams and alcohols, please check one of my previous videos. But in this one, I'm going to focus on this heavy Junkie build. So before I go into the details of the build itself, let me show you how good this build is in terms of combat. So let's use the Super Mutant to try our Junkie build. It's pretty easy to knock down those super mutants. Okay, all cleared up. Let's find something bigger. Level 100 behemoth. Come on boy, where are you going? Come back to daddy. There you are. Done. Pretty easy. Now the third stop, we're gonna pay a visit to the Murloc Queen. There he is. Done. Piece of cake. And this is stock 50 cal. If I use the Gatling Plasma, it's going to be even easier. Now let's get back to the details of the build. We always start from the weapons. I mainly use 2 heavy guns. The first one is this Junkie 50 cal machine gun. I use it for my daily normal plays to clean up normal mobs. The main reason is it does not have a spinning time, so you can shoot the mobs on sight instead of waiting for your barrel to spin, not like the miniguns or the other Gatling guns. And it has a very decent DPS comparing with other heavy guns. And the only mode you need for this gun is the heavy barrel. This mode will significantly increase your damage. I would highly suggest, if you want to use stock 50 cal, always put this barrel on. And when I fight the big bosses, for example the Queens, E. Williams, I will switch to this Gatling Plasma. It's a Junkie version as well, and it's only 2-star, but the 2-star is very good. So 10% damage while aiming is brilliant for heavy guns. I definitely will prime it because for energy weapon, the prime receiver always give you multiplicative bonus for damage. So I always prime my energy guns. And for the rest of the modes, it's really up to you. I prefer to mode it for better accuracy, range, and recoil. That's why I selected Rifle the Barrel and Beam Focuser. Now that's the 2 main weapon I use. If you are a fan of Shredder, you can always use the Vampire Shredder, which doesn't really affect your build at all because you only use a couple of perks. Then come back to armors. I would highly suggest always jump into power armor to use your heavy guns because you always want to take advantage of one of the perks under intelligence, which is called stabilized. I will come to that perk later, but this is my power armor. You can see it's a mix and match. I mean, I have a full set of excavator power armor as well when I want to boost my carry weight, but to be frank, it really doesn't matter that much. As a full health build, you are already very tanky, and as long as you have a full set of power armor with this 42% damage reduction, you are very tanky already. And this mix set actually give me very high resistance to ballistic and energy as well as radiation. Now if I get out of the power armor, I have a full set of sentinel armor. That gives you a 75% chance to reduce 15% incoming damage where you're not moving anywhere. And with the 5 pieces of this armor, I got 70% of chance to reduce 75% incoming damage. That's a significant boost for defense. And here is my addictions. That's 5 addictions I picked up. Alcohol addictions, Daddy-O, Daytripper, Mad-X, and Mantis. As I explained in the previous video, these 5 addictions actually have the minimum impact to this build. That's why I picked them up, and also they are very easy to get. For this character, I only have the minimum mutations on him. Adrenal reaction, which gave me a bit of boost on weapon damage when I lose my health. Carnivore or herbivore, it doesn't really matter for this build, but I would suggest you pick one of them so you can take advantage of some of the foods in the game. Egghead, a good way to actually increase my int for quicker level up. As a full health build, our special points is very limited, and that results much slower level up than the bloodied ones. We have to take all the opportunities to increase our intelligence to maximize our level up speed. Empath, because I always play in the team, and Empath is gonna give me better team damage reduction to make me much tankier. The marsupial is apparently something you have to. I mean, if you want to play this game, you gotta try this mutation. It makes you a superhero to jump super high and carry more weight. I also have the scale skins to boost my energy resistance and damage resistance with a bit of AP loss. This is not a vast build, so AP doesn't really mean too much to me. And the last one, the speed demon. You want to move faster, you want to reload faster, then this is something you have to get. And currently the hunger and thirsty doesn't give us any negative effect. This might change in the next patch in July, where the Bethesda can introduce another legendary effect called Overeater, which gives you a significant boost of damage reduction. I think it's 30% for a full set of armor when your hunger and thirsty bar is full. In terms of the perk load, this is everything I got down here. I have strength of 15 with all the heavy gunner perks maximized, and bear arms to reduce the weight of the heavy guns. If I got waitlist legendary versions, then definitely I don't need this anymore. I can change it to lock and load, for example, to increase my reload speed. Also blocker as one of the best defensive perk, because we want to be as tanky as possible for this full health build. Only 1 point on perception, concentrated fire for occasional use, have 13 endurance, fireproof if we are in a public team. This perk gonna make us immune to explosive and fire damage. Life Giver give us additional 45 HP points. Cam Friends, because we are already junkie, we are hooked with a lot of addictions, and we're gonna keep on popping in camps during our daily plays, during boss fight. And this perk card make all the camps work double length of the time. It's a very good investment. And Ghoulish, the radiation damage you get can regen your health. It's a very good defensive card. I have 4 points for Charisma. They are mainly for Tenderizer, which is gonna debuff your opponent, let them receive extra 10% more damage for 10 seconds, and it's multiplicative, so you definitely need to have this one if you want to maximize your DPS. And if you want to level up faster, I will swap this card with the Inspirational when I'm in a team. It gives me extra 15% XP per kill. And if I want to sell and buy stuff, I'll equip the Hard Bargain instead, because as a full HP build, we normally don't have a very high Charisma, and this perk card is definitely needed if you want to buy for cheaper and sell for more. I have 11 intelligence points. The reason I have a high intelligence points is mainly for me to level up faster. Stabilized is a must to have if you want to use power armor. It gives you superb accuracy, and you can knock 45% your opponent armor, which is a significant bonus for damage. This is a must to have if you are power armor build. Then power user, which actually doubled the duration of the fusion core, so you can use the fusion core for much longer. I don't need to actually farm them crazy. First aid level 3, which makes every single stim pack 45% extra strong. At the full health build, this is gonna save you a lot of stim pack and save your life in various dangerous situations. As a power armor build, you're gonna run out of fusion cores so quickly, so I always take about 10 fusion cores with me and a lot of Gatling plasma armors. That's why I have this level 2 battery included perk with me. I have 5 pound agility, And it all goes to adrenaline to take advantage of every single kill I do, which give me extra 10% damage, maximum to 60% for 30 seconds. That's a significant boost of damage, and it makes the combat much simpler and much easier. You can directly feel you kill mobs much more faster after each one. I have 8 points of luck. The main purpose is to actually have the strategy gene equipped to keep all my mutations with me, and level 3 class freak to minimize all the negative effect of my mutations. Also I have the bloodied mask equipped. That gives me extra 15% base damage, and when I'm fighting something flying around or moving quickly, I will swap this bloodied mask with one dynamic, which gives 12% chance to actually stagger enemy and 12% chance to cripple a lip. It's very good when you're fighting the Scorch Beast and Scorch Beast Queens. Okay, that's all my perk load. Let's go to see my legendary perks. At the full health build, take one for the team. It's the #1 legendary perk cards I would suggest you to have, because you're gonna take a lot of hit during the fight. And this perk actually gives you a significant boost of damage output, which is currently 30% for me with a 3-star, and it's multiplicative. I haven't got enough perk coins to level it up to 4-star yet, but that's my next step. Then I have a legendary strength perk, a level 1 master infiltrator, which is really a quality of life perk, so I can open up all the locks and terminals. Electric absorption, this one is very useful when you're doing the daily ops, where a lot of mobs using energy weapons, which actually charges your fusion core as well as heal your health. And what's rat, which gives you 50 rat resistance and restore 1 rat per second. This is going to be a very good perk if you really want to be lazy to use right aways. It works perfectly with the Ghoulies perk as we just saw. And beyond that, I have this survival shortcut. Level 1 is good enough. It actually gives you a aiding cam to solve your hunger and thirsty problem. And this one going to be very popular later after the Overeater legendary comes to the life. That's everything for this Junkie heavy build. So basically this one is tanky as hell. It's very difficult for anything to kill you, even for PvPs. As long as you remember to use one stim pack occasionally, you can go anywhere without worry of anything. Okay, that's everything for today. And if you liked this build, please give me a thumb up. And I also like to know what you think about this build, or did I miss anything that you find better in your own experience? Please leave the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. But until next time, Feel Against out.